Hello YouTube, E3 here back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over the Pacific Rim Striker Euerka figure from NECA, and this is the re-release. Yeah, you can tell it's the re-release because it's a different packaging. It says second deployment on it, right up here on the top. But yeah. Other than that, I'm pretty sure the figure is exactly the same. Maybe they got some better quality control, I hope, because I hear Striker Eurekas break often. But I also hear that about Crimson Typhoon, and my Crimson Typhoon has not broken yet. So, and I also have the second deployment Crimson Typhoon, which is really awesome. So, yeah. But Striker Euerka, I showed part of the box, might as well show the rest. Striker Euerka's big picture on the back. The Mark V and everything, and Striker Euerka and a little dog. And I have all the Jaegers now. I don't have the regular Gypsy Danger. I have battle damage, but I don't see the point in getting regular if I have the battle damage. I'll get the new Gypsy Danger that comes out, and whatever other Jaeger they have with that Gypsy Danger. And I'm going to get Scunner and whatever the other kaiju is. Hopefully they won't be announced before I put this video up so I don't look stupid, because sometimes it takes me a long time to put videos up because I have crappy internet. But, yeah. Let's bust this baby out of packaging. And here he is, folks. Striker Euerka, re-release, out of package. I messed with him for a few hours, went to dinner, came back, and I've had enough time to reflect on him and stuff, so I'm not jumping right into this with some hyped up rating, so just want you guys to know that. But, really cool figure. To be totally honest, I like Crimson Typhoon better. Even though Striker Euerka was my favorite Jaeger, it was fast and it actually did stuff in the movie. Went out very nobly, even though one of their lives could have been saved. But, whatever. Cool figure. My Jaegers are complete. As I said, though, don't have the regular Gypsy. Don't need it, though, because they're making a new version. But, yeah, this Striker's really good looking. Great detail and paint. That's the high point of the figure, though, because I feel like articulation could maybe be a little better. I really like Crimson Typhoons, but Strikers, some of them seem a little hard to move. Like, the head can go side to side a little. Not much up and down action, but you don't really need it on Striker. So that's a little in the head. This weird arm joint, which I liked at first, but then I realized it's a little, like, the arm's always kind of slanted if you want it pointed straight forward. But you can, like, use this joint to go in and out, forward and back. And there's also, like, this joint here, which helps you manipulate the shoulder pads, so you can keep the shoulder pads, like, at these different angles and stuff if you want, which I think is cool. It's better for certain positions in the arms, but then certain poses it's not. No bicep, which blows. Got this nice joint here. This joint, dig it. The claws or blades rotate out. If you want no blade Striker, you just pop, pop, ta-da, no blade Striker. That was hard. But, yeah, they pop off. And they're actually sharp, too. You can legit cut yourself on those. And, all the same for this arm. It's got this waist movement here. Very little in and out. Not that much forward and back either. A good bit back, not as much forward because of this piece. But the things you do for accuracy, right? Knee bend and a little bit of foot movement. More side to side, much more side to side, but up and down is pretty limited, and that's it. But yeah, I don't plan on having Striker Euerka posed really intricately anyways, because I am actually starting to run out of room on my Pacific Rim shelf, because kaiju are big and Jaegers are plentiful. So yeah, really cool. Glad I have this figure. I like the kind of tealish color, I guess is what it is. I'm not good at colors because I have a penis and not a vagina. So, I'm not really good with the colors, but I recognize silver, and I can see this nice wash, and there's all this paint that looks like dirt and stuff, which looks really good. And I love this like gunmetal here, the wash. Looks really nice. The visor, always loved Striker Eureka's visor. That Mark V swag. Very nice looking. Really dig it. As accurate as I can tell. There might be some tiny little details missing, but can't really tell. Like, it doesn't really matter that much, right? But yeah, I really like these boosters on the back. They look really cool. And there's the back of the legs. Bottom of the feet painted. Peg holes, just like Typhoon. So, yeah, really nice figure. Really dig it. Adequate articulation, I suppose. You know, some problems, but whatever. Good paint and details. So now let's get into some size comparisons. Now here's our Striker Eureka with other Jaegers, all NECA, of course. Here on the left we have Crimson Typhoon reissue, but same as the original release, just different packaging. And here on to right, we have Coyote Tango, who might be my favorite Jaeger figure if he wasn't about to fall over. Because for some reason, his foot joints don't hold up too well, and he just falls over all the time. I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, I think they all scale up fine. Maybe Striker Eureka might be a little undersized, but not enough to actually matter in my eyes. Because Striker Eureka seems shorter than these guys, but Then again, you know, this is supposed to be one of the faster Jaegers, so maybe that has something to do with it. Don't know, but while Eureka is a smidgen shorter, I think they look great together. Now here's Striker with some NECA Pacific Rim Kaiju. Here on the left we have Leatherback, and they are from the same wave. Their original releases are anyways. My Leatherback is from the 2-pack, and my Striker is from the re-release, but doesn't matter, same figures. And then here on the right we have the Battle Damage Knifehead Kaiju, which is the second Knifehead sculpt. Very, very cool. Really digging it. And it's bigger, so I think it scales up better with Striker, and I think they all look good together. Really dig it. I don't care if there are tiny little size discrepancies. As long as they look cool, I'm okay with it. And here's Striker Eureka with some other monsters from other franchises. Here on the left we have the Bandai Creations Hedorah from the Godzilla series, and on the right the Ultra Monster series, the X-Dinosaur from Ultraman Mebius. Yeah, don't really like them together actually. Hedorah is an undersized figure anyways, but I really don't like it with Striker. I don't like Dinosaur either. If Dinosaur was about the same height, I'd be cool with it, but Dinosaur is too short here. And then you got this Ultraman the Great bootleg, who actually, you know, my Ultras I'm alright with being a little shorter than the Jaegers. I think that looks cool, because I feel like humans would make the Jaegers not only with the Kaiju in mind, but maybe sometimes the Ultras in mind, like if there are ever any evil Ultras, like Dark Ultraman or Ultraman Belial, and I'm sorry my dog's barking and everything, probably just a squirrel or cow or something. But I feel like, you know, they'd be prepared to fight Ultraman one day, even though there's no way a Jaeger could take an Ultra. But, in all seriousness, I think these figures are undersized, and 8-inch figures like this Godzilla from Tokyo SOS made by Van Presto look much better. You see, this Godzilla looks much better with this Jaeger, and when I can get my hands on the 24-inch head-to-tail Godzilla from NECA, from the Legendary movie, then I think it'll go great with my Pacific Rim figures. That's what I want to display it with. I might need a bigger shelf for Pacific Rim stuff if I want to do that, because mine's full already. And, yeah, it looks really cool and all, though. So, all in all, what are my final thoughts on the NECA Pacific Rim Striker Eureka re-release figure? Well, as far as I can tell, it's exactly the same as the first Striker Eureka. You know, just repackaged. So, you know, the collectors who got the first release can keep their collector value, but us who missed out on it get to re-get it. So now I'm only missing the first Knifehead and the first Gypsy Danger, which I don't care for anyways, so we're all fine. If I see the 2-pack cheap though, probably pick it up, to be honest. But yeah, you know, articulation could be better, but they've improved that with like Cherno Alpha and Coyote Tango, and they're going to improve it with the new Gypsy Danger they put out and whatever other Jaeger they do. So we know that's coming up, and they said they might do a 2.0 of Striker, but now that they've released this, I doubt they're going to do that, because if they were going to do that, then they probably wouldn't have released this Striker Eureka. Glad we got Crimson Typhoon re-released though. But yeah, all in all, probably want to give this figure 4 out of 5 stars. Lots of people might think that's a little generous. I know I say that a lot, but I take fun factor into being here, and I really feel like I can deal with his articulation above the waist. He just doesn't have a lot of stuff I can do with the legs. But he's really cool. You know, he looks great. Great paint, star for that. Great detail, star for that. Great scaling, star for that. All kinds of good stuff. Price, it was a good price, star for that. I got it in 25 shipped. Pretty awesome. I've seen it in like 30 shipped a lot of places, so whatever. Better than, you know, $110, right? Which is what I would have had to pay for Crimson. I think this guy's more around 90, if I remember correctly. When I'm filming this, of course, prices are always in flux. But yeah, I think he's cool. Articulation's not that bad. I just think it could be better. But, you know, as NECA starts a line, the figures aren't all that they could be. But as he gets popular and keeps going, they always do much, much better and improve. And oftentimes remake characters with the better sculpts. So, well, I don't think we'll be seeing a new Striker Euerka figure, at least anytime soon. This Striker Euerka is just fine. So 4 out of 5 stars. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, especially B3 Productions, which has more toy stuff, and the last review, and also our Slender Happening channel, because I'm trying to get that real popular too. So that's it, you guys. Thank you all very much. Thank you for all the subscriptions and all. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and I'll see you all later.